each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never wanna make you cry, never wanna say goodbye. Never wanna tell a lie and hurt you. I walk along the avenue. I never thought I'd meet a girl like you. Meet a girl like you. With auburn hair and tawny eyes. The kind of eyes that hypnotize me through. You hypnotize me through. And I ran so far away. I just I ran all night and day. I couldn't get away. A cloud appears above your head. A beam of light comes shining down on you. Shining down on you. The cloud is moving nearer still. Aurora borealis comes in view. Aurora comes in view. And I ran so far away. I just I ran all night and day. I couldn't get away. Reached out a hand to try again. I'm floating in a beam of light with you. A beam of light with you. Reached out a hand to touch your face. You're slowly disappearing from my view. Disappearing from my view. And I ran so far away. I just
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. It is my pleasure to be with you here today. My name is Elizabeth Stollard, and I am the Associate Director for Undergraduate Alumni Relations at IE University. So today I'll be serving as your Master of Ceremonies, and I also have the great pleasure to be one of the first people to welcome you to IE. So welcome. So as you guys know, today is a very special day because not only is it the first day that you're stepping onto IE's campus and discovering everything that it has for you here, but also because today kicks off a very important chapter in your life, a journey that's going to be unforgettable and a time in which you learn and grow in so many ways. So I really want to encourage you to soak up everything today, to take it all in, to even take a moment just to look around you right now. Look at the people under this very tent with you, because the people that are seated by your side, behind you, in front of you, I promise you, these are going to be lifelong friends. But I'm just going to pause there for just a moment because we have Madrid waiting to say hello. So we're going to connect to our colleagues in Madrid for a quick good morning and see how the day's getting along at the IE Tower campus. So Elisa, can you hear us?
Auditorium? Okay.
Madrid, are you there?
How many of you are coming from Europe? From the rest of Europe? Okay.
I guess
That's
we're
great.
taking,
I mean, you cannot see the hands, but you will see also from one of our speakers, I mean, the data of where this cohort is coming from, and you will see how different from any other institution we are at.
We're going to do that too, don't you worry.
Wow, we have
All right,
the
Elisa.
Segovia friends connecting. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Elisa. Good morning. How are things over there?
The audience
well?
says, the students said that we are doing very, very well. How about you?
We're doing super well. We have a packed room here. The energy is palpable, and we were just getting kicked off. So things are going very well.
Yeah, fantastic. Elizabeth, you and I are both IE University alumni, and we have been at this very same point a few years ago. So can you tell the students, both in Segovia and in Madrid, how was your first day at IE University?
So that's true, Elisa. You and I both studied at IE. And when I think back to my first day, well, I first remember the night before and how I obsessed over my outfit. I completely overthought it. I mean, probably like a lot of you, I wanted to make a really good impression. And so lots of nervousness, but you know, the first day was so much better than I expected. The nerves kind of faded away, and I ended up making so many great friends just from day one. And actually, I'm going to be traveling to Zurich next week to meet up with one of those classmates that I actually met on Welcome Day. So as you can tell, the IE bonds are strong ones. But what about you, Elisa? How was your first day at IE?
Well, very similar to yours. I mean, I still actually remember my outfit. I mean, that black jacket and that gray skirt that I was wearing. I also remember being surrounded by people from all over the world, be also very, very nervous. It was my very first time living in Madrid because I was actually living outside Spain by that time. But after, I don't know, 1 hour or so, I mean, all this anxiety, I mean, faded away because I found that as I was open to meet new people, so were my friends and my classmates. And something really similar to what you have experienced has happened to me. I did study at IE University 16 years ago, and I'm traveling on a frequent basis for work and personal purposes. And wherever I go, all over the world, I have someone from my class or from another program that I can talk to or I can connect with. So this is something that you probably will face in these 4 years, and this is something that is very, very unique from this institution.
You know, Elisa, I can relate to that because I'm from New York, and so when I first got to Madrid, it was all a new experience and kind of overwhelming. But now that I'm part of this international community, because you know, after your student experience, you become an alumni. So this community is for life. And when I go home to New York, I have an IE community there for me too. So you will make international friends that are going to be lifelong friendships. So I totally hear you on that and agree.
Thank you, Elizabeth. So let's go to the rest of the presentations. Enjoy the rest of the session, and we will connect later. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks. You too. Bye, Madrid. Well, great. We'll have the opportunity later today to say hello to them one more time. But yes, you do have classmates, future classmates in Madrid, and I really hope that you will get to know them very soon. So I would like to invite up our first speaker of the morning, Salvador Carmona, who is the rector of IE University. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Class of 2027-2028, welcome to IE University. I'm very happy to meet you all, and please join me in giving yourselves a round of applause. I am very grateful to all of you for joining us during this highly symbolic academic event, which signals the beginning of the university year and your transition from high school to the university. During our admission process, we recognize your outstanding achievements, academically and else. We look for evidence of your intellectual curiosity, and most importantly, we were persuaded that all and each of you have something to add to your generation. I can assure you that we have not made, at the admission process, a single mistake in admitting you to IE University. You can rest assured that we won't let you down. IE University has a very innovative approach to higher education, an approach that can perhaps be summarized in 5 points. First, and as Elizabeth and Elisa have mentioned before, we offer an international approach to education. This is something which is a crucial tool for your social networking, lifestyle, and professional development. At IE University, we encourage the variety, diversity, and freedom of individual character, which is fundamental for students to succeed in an ever-changing world. And as will be developed by our admissions Director of Admissions later on, 80% of our new students of the class 2027-2028 are international, and 20% are Spaniards. And this does not mean that the Spaniards do not have an international profile. And importantly, to be fully aligned with the value of diversity, we also work hard to get a diverse faculty. For example, this year, 82% of the new faculty are international and 18% Spaniards. And again, the Spanish faculty has also a strong intellectual and international profile. Therefore, IE University is a diversity champion, both in terms of faculty and in terms of students. And we are persuaded that this constitutes an opportunity for all of you, as has been mentioned by Elisa and Elizabeth before. This will enrich your university experience and will provide you with a competitive advantage in the job market. Second, we rely on innovation and technological advancements. At IE University, you will experience the most advanced face-to-face and online learning technologies. Please let me briefly share an example with you. We are fully aware about the impact of artificial intelligence on scientific, social, and professional practices. At IE University, we will ensure that you experience the latest technological advancements in terms of artificial intelligence in your curriculum of your different bachelor degree programs. In doing this, we will focus on 3 different aspects: inquiry, writing, and critical thinking. Furthermore, and in fairness to your academic performance and those of your classmates, the university has enacted specific regulations to guarantee academic integrity in an AI environment. This is very important for all of you. Third, we believe in an entrepreneurial mode of thinking, which is critical for those planning to launch a startup, but above all, provides you with a creative and disruptive approach to professional issues and opportunities. Fourth, we constantly emphasize the humanities and ethical values, which stresses a holistic view of the world. For example, we are all experiencing the effects of climate change, and IE University cannot be indifferent to this major threat. We have worked hard on our facilities. For our infrastructure, we have got first-tier accreditations from international sustainability agencies. Furthermore, and in our daily academic operations, we conduct sustainable practices too. For example, in a couple of years, we have reduced the consumption of paper by 250 times. At the educational level, the university will offer you a special track on sustainability, which is transversal to all bachelor degree programs, and that will let you know about the latest and best practices in this area. And finally, but not least, the IE University model combines academic rigor with direct exposure to professional practices. This blend of educational features is unique. You may certainly find other institutions of higher learning with an international profile, and other universities promoting entrepreneurial thinking, and other colleges with a humanistic approach to education. However, you will hardly, if ever, find a university ranked highly in each of these values, as is the case with IE University. And I am not hesitant to recognize the contribution of our current students that are here, okay, alumni, okay, that are here as well, okay, to this tremendous success, and to the strategic positioning of the university. Drawing on these values, we expect that your university education will make you thinking ahead of your time, and then you will be able to anticipate the mode of thinking of the next generation. My references to the core elements of IE University model should not be regarded as mere wishful thinking and nice ideas. Major accreditation agencies and stakeholders have endorsed the uniqueness of IE University, and hence, and please let me insist, recognize the efforts of alumni, students, faculty, and staff. For example, the Financial Times labeled IE University an unusual institution handled by unusual people. And of course, I trust that the Financial Times has a positive understanding of what it means to be unusual. In a similar way, our innovative model of higher education is getting full recognition from international rankings. In the latest employability ranking published by the Times of Higher Education, IE University was ranked number 19 in the world. And this spells about the very high profile of our graduates in a highly competitive international job market. Despite these recognitions, this is a truly humble institution. We know that the key to success in modern higher education is to strike the right balance between continuity and change. In a sense, and as reckoned by Albert Einstein, quote, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning, unquote. In other words, our model focuses on current education, but also on keeping you eager or learning beyond the university campus. As noted by Alvin Toffler, quote, the illiterate of the future will not be the person that cannot read. It will be the person who doesn't know how to learn. Therefore, please let me ask you to develop a sense of belonging to IE University, your alma mater, which will provide you with the support and resources that you need to excel in university education. I would like to share with you the sense that we, both faculty and staff, are here for you. During this academic year, we are offering 2 new bachelor degree programs, one in environmental sciences for sustainability and the other on applied mathematics. These programs are under the leadership of the School of Science and Technology and signal our commitment to science, innovation, technology, and the humanities. And I would like to thank the Vice Rector, Dean, and staff for their great job in granting the accreditation of these programs. During this 2023-2024 academic year, we will celebrate the 50th anniversary of IE. In compliance with our values, as an IE University is a forward-looking institution, we are not celebrating the past 50 years. We are actually celebrating the next 50. And you, class of 2027-2028, you are a central part of these next 50 years. So enjoy the celebrations. In closing, class of 2027-2028, as Steve Jobs once said in a similar academic ceremony, to refer not to gastronomy, but to intellectual ambition, stay hungry. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Salvador. I absolutely love that quote from the Financial Times about unusual people, an unusual institution led by unusual people. I mean, it almost captures the magic that you find here at IE that you will not find in other places. But I am happy to now invite up our second speaker of the day, who is Patricia Lozano, Executive Director of Admissions. So please help me welcome her to the stage.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Dear students and families that are following us online, distinguished director, staff, I'm the person, my mission today is, of course, to welcome you on behalf of the admissions and enrollment team. You've been in contact with us during the last year, but also to give you some details that are important and to talk about the class of 2027-2028. So as Elizabeth was mentioning, this is a very important day not only for you, but also for the entire IE community. And probably you are experiencing many, many feelings. Some of you are happy, some others are anxious, some others probably nervous. But we don't want this day to be remembered as the Home Alone movie. We prefer this day to be remembered more like Life is Beautiful. So, because we fear what we don't know, my mission today is, as I mentioned, give you some details about your class. But first, let's take a moment to be proud, because all of you have completed a long and complex journey. You completed your high school, COVID-19, lockdowns. You overcome a successfully and challenging admission process. You are part now of a select group at IE University, which is not an ordinary university, as we were mentioning. And many people were willing to be here, and they finally couldn't. Many of them because they didn't meet the academic requirements that we ask in the admissions department, some of them due to personal or financial reasons. So make the most of it. Congratulations to all of you, because you made it. Of course, to your parents, your family, your loved ones, because they are also part of this great success. And the bad news is that we all know what you are capable of. So now let's move into and dive a little bit into the data. We were talking about this diverse class, 80% international students, 20% Spanish, 106 nationalities, 2,200 new students, 130 nationalities in total in the campus, so a lot of details. But I want to split a little bit more, where are you from? We were talking about the majority of our new students are coming from Europe, so can you raise your hands, the ones that are coming from Europe, not from Spain, from Europe? Oh, great. I mean, a little bit less than in the previous group, but it's fine. From Spain, is there anyone from Spain? Great. Spanish people here representing the country. Okay. And how many of you are coming from Latin America? Great. Okay. And from the US and Canada? Okay. And last but not least, Asia Pacific? Okay, great. So as you see, there is a lot of representation, majority from Europe, but you have the different percentages there represented of the class of 2027. The top 5 countries, first one is Spain, second one is US, third one France, Italy, and Germany. If we are talking about diversity, not only we are talking about nationalities, but also your academic background. The majority of this new class is graduated from the IB diploma, 30% of them. The other 30% are coming from different educational systems from the European Union, 28% with high school diploma from their national high school diploma from their country. 7% are coming with the Spanish baccalaureate, and 6% are moving from another university as a transfer or visiting student. The data most expected, as stated in your passport, 55% of this new class are female, and 45% are male. And of course, you speak a lot of languages. On average, you speak more than 3 languages, but there you can see, French, Dutch, German, so, all the languages that you can imagine, because we speak a lot of languages. And a very talented class also, entrepreneurs, winners of the Mathematics National Olympic Games, photographers, whatever you can imagine that you are going to share with the rest of your colleagues and also with the entire university. But these are some just fact data. So something is missing from this picture. What is missing? Your story, your personal achievement, feelings and emotions, the people that you will meet, your development. These are and will be the most important. Discover Madrid and Segovia. Your experiences in these cities and around both campuses are part of your education. Enjoy this learning journey as much as you can. Believe me, unfortunately, there is no way back. IE University offers an immense array of opportunities to become part of a truly global education. But first, get to know, really know, your fellow students. Look around. The world is at IE University, as we stated before. Step outside your national culture and borders. Welcome your fellow students from all around the world. And our final remarks, as John Roth said, successful people understand that spending time with their loved ones keeps them sane as they climb the ladder of success. Take a break every now and then to devote your entire attention to those you love most. A simple WhatsApp picture message will make their day. You are now members of our family. The entire university is here to support you. Welcome and enjoy this new adventure.
Thank you so much, Patricia, for that super interesting snapshot. I mean, you guys really are an international group, and we can't wait to see all the ways that you further enrich our community. So I now have the very special pleasure of welcoming up an IE student, Marina Kurilina of the Bachelor in Business Administration. Marina is an IE Foundation Fellow and a recipient of the scholarship IE for Ukraine. So please give her a warm round of applause.
Good afternoon. I am Marina, a second-year BBA student and a proud IE Foundation Fellow. I'm extremely happy to be here today, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on joining the IE community. Starting my second year here at IE, I would like to share my experience of being an IE Foundation Fellow. IE Foundation supports students with diverse profiles, which facilitates enriching the IE community through their different stories and backgrounds. Let me share with you my background. I graduated from a Ukrainian school in 2021 in peaceful times. Being always devoted to my motherland, I enrolled in one of the best Ukrainian universities and was full of enthusiasm to work on self-development and to contribute to positive society's changes. However, on the 24th of February, 2022, the war in my country started. That was the day when all the plans and wishes of Ukrainians were completely ruined. During the first couple of months, we were all subconsciously adjusting to the new lives with bomb shelters and air alerts. However, in May, I finally realized that I am the only one responsible for my own future, and I had to take action. I became a finalist of a Ukrainian Global University program, which aims support Ukrainian students in acquiring good education abroad. IE Foundation was one of the program's partners supporting students from Ukraine. After examining the IE University and IE Foundation values, I understood that this was exactly something I was looking for, and I could not miss this opportunity. Obviously, I applied, and I was over the moon when I got an email that I was selected for the IE for Ukraine scholarship. This scholarship enabled me to study at a top European university, learn from the best professionals, explore the world, and of course, be safe. But IE Foundation is more than just scholarships. It is also a great community of talented people who are driving progressive changes in the world. IE Foundation has already enabled me to meet new people who are willing to change the world into a better place. IE Foundation supports events in different fields. Its partnership with the Student Experience Department allows several students and community-led events to take place. Events such as the annually celebrated IE Day, which fosters the IE spirit, the Women in Business Conference with impressive speakers, and the Global Village event, which celebrates our diversity through various intercultural performances. What I mostly value in these events is definitely networking. Finding people with similar interests is always a great pleasure. My personal favorite was the Global Village event. It developed a great cross-cultural understanding, and we got to know the traditions of each other. It was also a perfect chance for me to connect with people who are from my country but are studying on Madrid campus. Together, we made Ukrainian food, wore traditional clothes, decorated our table, and of course, visited the representatives of other cultures. Except for these events, IE Foundation also supports research initiatives through the work of centers, observatories, and chairs, and these events take place thanks to the social commitment of corporate partners. These events not only give us, as students, valuable insights from real-world challenges, but also give us an opportunity to find people who think alike and to collaborate with industry leaders. The research initiatives and projects provide us as students with a deeper understanding of the practical significance of the academic knowledge. In addition, IE Foundation constantly assists us with students' initiatives, and as an example, last year, students from Ukraine founded an IE Ukraine Club. With the help of the IE Foundation, a networking event was organized last November, where we got to know each other, shared our views and ideas, set the goals, and talked about our further collaboration. Therefore, I highly encourage you to follow your dreams and work on implementing your wishes into reality. Enjoy your time with the IE community. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you so much, Marina. I always love hearing student stories, and I'm very much inspired by Marina's leadership on campus. So we're happy to have her here today. So now I'd like to hear from another student speaker. I'm going to invite up Johanna Jacobi, who is the president of the student government. So without further ado.
Good morning, everybody. We're going to bring some energy to this. So everyone's going to get up on their feet right now. Oh, life is hard. Standing. So you're going to give your back a little bit of a stretch. You're going to shake those hips, and you're going to put your shoulders back. Show the world you deserve to belong here. I don't know what's beeping, but that sounded concerning. So what you're going to do, you're going to listen to my instructions, and then you're going to do them, okay? You're going to turn to your neighbor. You're going to fist bump them, and you're not going to tell them your name. No names. If you already did before, fair enough. And then you're going to tell them what you had for breakfast, okay? Go. Did everybody get through their breakfast menu? Yeah? We got... Well, I didn't have breakfast because I got up way too early today to be here. I live in Madrid now. I'm a fifth-year student. I started in Segovia. It was a beautiful time. You're going to have that beautiful time, too. Now that we got that blood pumping, you can all sit down again. Thank you for participating. If I have enough time at the end, I'll let you know why I did that, but I don't think I will, so I'm sorry. Anyways, what we're going to talk about today is the importance of allowing yourself to learn. So that doesn't just mean that you need to learn, but that you actively need to approach allowing yourself to learn. This is a skill set, it's a mindset, it's an approach on life, it takes practice, and you're going to develop that here in your next 4 or 5 years at IE. And that's going to be the one most valuable thing that you walk away with. All right? Let's get down to business. The first thing that you need to do in order to be able to teach yourself, to allow yourself to learn, that's a mouthful, you're going to learn how to be open-minded. Now, you might think that you're already open-minded. It's one of those things that everyone says all the time that I really wonder if we even know what it means still. Being open-minded, if we're going to use the metaphor of breakfast, you're going to discover, maybe, you're an eggs person, and you're going to discover that other people like waffles for breakfast, or they like rice, or I don't know, they like meat. I'm seeing some eyebrows go up. The open-minded part of this does not mean that you need to now have eggs, waffle, rice, meat for breakfast every single day. It's you're going to discover that these other things exist. You're going to interact with them. You're going to consider them. You're going to show appreciation for them. Maybe you'll even try them, but you can still stick to the things that you like because they're yours. That's being open-minded. Being open-minded is the first step to allowing yourself to learn, all right? The second step, you need to live life actively. This is difficult. It takes practice. Living life actively as opposed to living life passively is a more exciting way to live, though. Passive living is boring. I don't care what you say. Sometimes it's important. You need to get through the day. That's where the passiveness gets in. And then you switch when you have the ability to, and you go back to active living. That should be your average state. What does it mean to live actively? Basically what you do, you consciously think, you reflect, you question, and most importantly, you feel. If you're going to use this to apply the situation to living life at IE, living life actively would mean that at some point when you find yourself sitting in a class that you find incredibly boring, because that will happen at some point throughout the next 4 or 5 years, it's just bound to be a fact, what you're going to do is you're going to actively consider why it is that you don't like this class. Maybe you can do something to make it more engaging. Maybe you can do something to figure out, you know what, actually, I just don't like this part of it, but I can find a use for this part or that part or something else. All right? Living life actively is the second step to allowing yourself to learn. We all good? Yes. Then, the third step to allowing yourself to learn is that you need to make mistakes. This is just a fact of life. If you're not making mistakes, this means that you're living life passively. It's the very first sign. You're going to make a lot of mistakes in life. It's bound to happen. And it's always going to happen, even when you're 60, 70, 80, 90 years old. I guess we'll get older than that these days. But making mistakes is the most valuable thing that you can do to allow yourself to learn. We need to separate that terrible association that we have with making mistakes. You learn fastest through making mistakes. It's the little bit of extra spice that makes your eggs in the morning go from boring old eggs to delicious morning eggs. All right? Those were the 3 steps, not streps, to living life, to learning, to allowing yourself to learn. It takes practice, okay? It's a mindset. And I am 100% confident that IE is the #1 university in the world for teaching you to allow yourself to learn. It's a process. There are many people who get to the late stages in life and still don't know how to do this. You're going to practice doing this every once in a while. You'll start off. Maybe you can start already today. Approach one thing with open-mindedness, active thought process, and making a mistake, being open to that. and then it's going to start becoming a habit. You'll do it more and more and more, and the amount of growth that you will face will be exponential. Driving innovation is one of the mottos that we have at IE, but it's not just innovating societies, industries, companies, technologies, yada, yada, yada. The most important thing that you're going to be doing is driving the innovation in yourself. It's a cheesy line, but I think it's a good one. All right, so those are the 3 things. I hope that you learned from this. Please do approach this with everything that you do throughout your time. It doesn't have to always be a conscious process. It's going to be a fantastic time that you have here throughout the next 4 or 5 years at IE. You're going to be doing the club fair at some point today as well. And we have a fantastic student government welcome cocktail available for you. It's in the garden outside of the cave. It's a little bit of a maze to get there, but we have food, we've got music, we've got great vibes. We're very excited to be welcoming you all there today. Welcome to IE University. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I always think it's good to get up, get moving, and get interacting with each other. So I always know I can rely on her for that. So I next want to introduce a video that will give you a little snapshot of what's to come in the next few years. So without further ado.
You've played your cards right, aced it through life, and made it to IE. The game of university can be challenging, and that's why it's filled with experience-boosting initiatives that you can enjoy alongside your studies. Ready to see what cards Lady Luck has in her pack? You can draw wild cards at any time throughout your time with us. They'll help you bring your A game to every situation, dive into our global community, and unlock new levels. Language classes, talent and careers, campus life, sports and well-being. Got it? It's time to roll the dice. In year 1, you'll dive into IE Impact, a mandatory 3-year module that explores the humanities, entrepreneurship, and tech. We challenge you to tackle a range of different labs during your first and second year. These internship-like experiences will prepare you for the professional world. Why not opt into the IE Brown Summer Program during the last 2 weeks of the spring semester? You can also play your hand at this in year 2. Boom. Year 1 is over, and you've unlocked 3 more levels. Year 2 is about looking to the future. You can take part in internships and sign up for an international exchange program starting from year 3. Time to level up. Welcome to year 3. If you play your cards right, you can join the honors program in year 3, the perfect opportunity to gain extra life points. Advance to the last round, year 4. Year 4 is about keeping your eye on the prize. During this final level, you get to choose your elective classes that complete your journey. Which will you choose for your royal flush? Score! You won! Now that you're an alum, you can take your winnings to graduation. But it's not game over just yet. You're now part of a global alumni network of over 70,000 people, and you've got many lives to use up through lifelong learning. What's your next move?
All right, well, that was a great snapshot of the student experience. Now we're going to go back to Madrid because I think they're ready to say hello one more time. Elisa, how's it going?
So please, whenever you have the time, check
Madrid, can you
what
hear
is the
us?
office that is closer to you from the international recruitment
important.
team and global markets team. Ah, I see Segovia connected back.
We're
Hi,
back.
Elizabeth.
Hello, how's it going?
For us, it's going super well, but I don't want to talk on behalf of everyone, so better maybe is if we ask the students, no? Let me ask the students here in Madrid to say hi and show a little bit how we are doing here from Madrid. Can you say hi to them? Stronger. Eso. And now we also want to hear from the students in Segovia.
Absolutely. If you see me over here waving like a crazy person, it's because flies just decided to attack me. But we're going to do the same thing here in Segovia. So let's hear it. Hey, hello. Great. So we're doing well over here. I've already told the students about a lot of exciting things they can look forward to. And I'm just looking forward to the moment that all of these people in Segovia can meet those that are studying in Madrid, because there are so many interesting profiles in this class that is joining us this year, and it's surely going to be an enriching experience for them.
Yeah, and now, I mean, you have the opportunity also of continue interacting with what are going to be your new friends for life. We have now in the sports facilities here in Madrid and there in Segovia as well, a fair where you can meet and get to know all the clubs and activities that you can get involved in beyond the academic experience. Now, things that have to do with your personal and professional interests. And this is very linked to what Santiago was, what our speakers were mentioning before. I mean, try to identify which are your interests and try to interact with people that might share them regardless, I mean, where they're coming from, regardless what program they are studying at this moment. So I encourage you to make, as all the speakers were saying, the most of this university experience. Right, Elizabeth?
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better. As I'm still being attacked
well,
by flies.
Yes.
But let's get...
She's being attacked by a fly.
I know, I'm sorry about that. But you know what? We had somewhat of a weak hello here from Segovia, so let's give them a very spirited bye. So can we hear, bye Madrid? Bye Madrid. There we go. Thanks, Elisa.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
You too, thanks. All right. Sorry about that, guys. You never know here. In the summer, there are lots of flies, so something to look out for. But I would like to wrap up today just by getting a little bit more into what we've described a few times throughout this welcome event, which is the clubs and the extracurricular activities. Because sure, it is important to study and to study hard. That's definitely a key part of your experience here at IE. But there's so much more to this experience. So please, join us after this, right across the way. We're going to have information. I believe it's starting up again at 2:30. So we'll have information for you about ways you can get involved in sports, in music, in art, so many things. Maybe even try something new. Clubs are a great way to meet people from different programs. So it's a big way to make the most out of your IE experience. And I'll leave you with that. So thank you so much once again, and welcome to IE.
With or without you, with or without you, I can't live. With or without you. My hands are tied, my body's bruised. He's got me with nothing to win and nothing left to lose. And you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give yourself away. With or without you, with or without you, my love, I can't live. With or without you, I said with